Yeah, you got free will.
Hmm.
You know why? That's
What?
see, that's why Satan gonna be loose out of that after the 1,000 years, he gonna be loose one more time to test the people. See what I'm saying? But that's gonna be the people that's out in hood heaven. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna get tested one more time, and a lot of people gonna follow him again, but a lot of people not. But a lot of people will. So you got free will to be able to do that.
But God cares so much about us having free choice that he gives us another chance to choose him or to not choose him. When Satan is released, he goes all over the place to every corner of the earth and he deceives the nations, which absolutely blows my mind. It's like you've been living for 1,000 years, literally with Jesus right in front of you, and people still get deceived. Please understand, it's not because they're idiots, it's just because they're as much of human as I am. After Satan deceives everyone, they all come together as the largest army ever. They all come together to take on God one final time, which is kind of goofy. Like, you can't beat God. Like,
What happens when Satan comes back? Well, where did he go in the first place? So Satan gets locked up in a bottomless pit for 1,000 years, and that's when the Millennial Kingdom takes place. After which he is loosed and he gets to wage war against Christ again. He goes around deceiving the nations again and brings an army against Jesus. Even though we're told that their number is like that of the sands of the seashore, Jesus is not fazed at all. In fact, he doesn't even fight back. He just brings fire down from heaven that kills everybody. Then he throws Satan into the lake of fire where the
Zechariah chapter 13. In that day a fountain shall be opened for the house of David and for the inhabitants of Jerusalem, for sin and for uncleanness. It shall be in that day, says the Lord of hosts, that I will cut off the names of the idols from the land, and they shall no longer be remembered. I will also cause the prophets and the unclean spirit to depart from the land. It shall come to pass that if anyone still prophesies, then his father and mother who begot him will say to him, You shall not live, because you have spoken lies in the name of the Lord. And his father and mother who begot him shall thrust him through when he prophesies. And it shall come to pass that everyone who is left of all the nations which came against Jerusalem shall go up from year to year to worship the King, the Lord of hosts, and to keep the Feast of Tabernacles. And it shall be that whichever of the families of the earth do not come up to Jerusalem to worship the King, the Lord of hosts, on them there will be no rain. If the family of Egypt will not come up and enter in, they shall have no rain. They shall receive the plague with which the Lord strikes the nations who do not come up to keep the Feast of Tabernacles. This shall be the punishment of Egypt, and the punishment of all the nations that do not come up to keep the Feast of Tabernacles.